A lot of traders are saying to me, well, look, I've only got $3,000 or $4,000, therefore I need a trader funding program. To which my response is, again, if you can't be consistent with that $2,000, don't even bother with these trader funding programs. Why? And I caution this because I'm seeing a lot of traders coming to me saying, look, what do you think about this trader funding program or this trader funding program? Okay, let's just take a step back and understand what these trader funding programs are. Okay, there's a good part and a bad part to it. Okay, I'm not someone that just wants to bash. I want to see the good and the bad. The first part is the good part. Okay, I like the fact that in order for you to sort of start trading in a live market, you have to pass some form of an objective data-driven test. I love that. I think that's super important. I'm sort of fully in agreement with that because ultimately the data should tell you when to go live, not your opinion, not your sort of feelings about how you trade. Okay, now let's talk about the bad part. Trader funding schemes are a business. Okay, keep in mind they define the rules so that they make it hard for you to pass. Why? Because they need you to take that test a few times. Okay, at the same time, they do need traders to pass, obviously, otherwise they can't put it up on social media that this guy passed and hundreds of $1,000s have been taken out in profit. So they do need some people to pass, but ultimately their business model is very much dependent and focused on the fact that 90% of traders will fail those tests. Okay. Also, in the recent past, if you're keeping up with these trader funding programs, you'll notice now they no longer just a one-step or a one-test, they two-step. Why? Because traders realize they could game the test. In other words, if you know the rules to the test, you can simply game it, gear yourself towards it, get the pass mark, and then go on and lose the firm's money. So these firms got clever, and they adjusted it to now a two-step system. Okay. The big flaw within most of these systems, at least every one that I've seen, is they follow a very simplistic rules-based approach, which is one, they tell you the rules. Okay, now, if someone's telling you the rules by which you need to pass, the reality is you're not testing yourself for edge, you're testing if you can ultimately pass them by their rules. That doesn't mean you've got the necessary skills to be successful as a trader. It just means that you're capable of doing a 2-to-1 risk-reward. Okay, and that's the primary rule, which is, I'll give you a $100,000 account. The rules are you have maximum stop of $5,000 and you need to make me $10,000. Okay, now 2-to-1 risk reward can be really easy to obtain in some conditions, but very difficult in other conditions. Okay, so the real difficulty I have with a lot of these trader funding programs is they focusing on the wrong problem, which is they're kind of sending this messages to traders that, hey, we've got a solution to your trading problem. We know the answers to why you're not making money. It's because you don't have enough capital. When in actual fact, what I want to say to these traders, I want to grab them by the shoulder, shake them and say, the reality isn't that you don't have capital. The reality is you don't have consistency. That's the truth. But the problem is these tests are blinding traders. They're making traders feel like, oh, if I just pass the test, if I just, that test cost me $300-400, if I do it 4 or 5 times, I'll have the capital and then I'll make money. And then what they do is they take the test 3, 4, 5 times, they lose all their capital, and then they kind of have to come back down to earth and go, well, what's this whole experience cost me? Well, it's cost you a lot of time, a lot of frustration. You've not learned anything and you've not gained the necessary skills. Okay, so I want you to see these things for the good and the bad. Okay, my job as a mentor is to guide you, to safeguard you, because at the end of the day, I need you to succeed as a trader.